Hello, hello! Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. We are live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch now. If you prefer to watch your streams on Twitch, we're rolling there as well. This is the show where we solve the world's best crosswords together every day live on stream. I see the Miniest Mini got the first comment today on YouTube with a little angel emoji. You are an angel, Miniest Mini. Izzy May is here saying hey. I see a lot of our Luckies saying hi. Scav is back. Izzy May is giving hearts. Wow, we got all the hellos. AJ, Amy, so glad to have you guys with us. I have another hard crossword loaded today. So this one is from the Stan Newman's hard crossword line on Arkadium.com. And if you're new to crosswords and that sounds intimidating to you, please note that when we're all working on these together, we actually tend to make steady progress. We got some guesses in chat already. Unknown Stuntman, hey to you. And let's check. Today we have a title. The title of today's puzzle is First Word Advice. It's by Mark McLean. And let's just keep that in mind as we go through the puzzle. Oh, and my usual spiel. My name is Jack. I will guide us through the puzzle. But these are always the most fun, the more collaborative they are. So if you see a clue and think you know an answer, pop into the chat, and I will collect everybody's input and make this a group solving effort. These are always fun when they're a group solve. We had a great time yesterday, very tricky theme, and I hope to get the same today. One across is unkind words, unknown stuntman, and someone whose username has broccoli in it. Both say slurs. That would definitely be unkind words, kind of an unsavory way to start a crossword. AJ says slurs is good, and Jessica's saying hey. All right, well, let's see if the crosses on slurs can get us anywhere. Cynic's retort. Cynic's retort. Oy. Not so easy. Do we check two down or do we wait? Mindy, thanks for following us. Thanks so much. I don't see any guesses. Mindy's also guessing barb. Oh, barbs for one across. Maybe unkind words, barbs. I like that as well. Yeah, Scav likes barbs. We'd need to make them work with 1 and 2 down. Maybe we try barbs and see if that looks better. Why no S at the end? One across is plural in the clue, and that tends to have agreement with with the answer. So unkind words tells me that it would be barbs, not barb. Let's see. People saying but. Dad Not Dude says bah. Interesting. Just like. Just like. What do you think? What do we think? Terminator T800 series says young Ben Stiller. What? Are you saying that I look like Ben Stiller? That can't be true. Lay is also guessing bah. Maybe we try bah. It does kind of work. A cynic's retort. Bah. It's kind of like, that's never going to work. You and your ideas. I sort of like it, actually. And then the Amanda Hamilton says all. Just like for all. And do we look at this one? MLB stat. Okay, this was the first one I feel good about. MLB stat. Scav is saying RBI. I know Scav knows about baseball. RBI is runs batted in. That is an MLB stat, so maybe Barbs is actually correct. Do we check 14 across? Release from a band. Release from a band. Yeah, Floss likes RBI. Everyone does, actually. Release from a band. Okay. AJ Bradley, some dude, Kate, and Izzy May all saying album. Okay, now I actually feel like we're getting somewhere. I wasn't sure about barbs or bah, honestly. But album, bands release albums, that definitely works. It checks out with bah and RBI, so I think we're in good shape. I think we're in very good shape. Scav says bah is a nice pull. Yeah, whoever got bah first, well done. Very well done. Just like. Yeah, Scav and AJ and Tina are all saying Allah. Oh yeah, user 255 is reminding us. He says Scav, we were asking for you yesterday. It's true. Scav, multiple people in chat were saying, where's Scav when you need him? Oh, Scav says I was at the mall, lol. And Mindy, yes, you did get barbs. You're right. We were on totally the wrong track with slurs. Mindy, you get full credit for barbs. Well done. And May Jendi Shoes Mad says, this is why I can't play these, because what is ba? What the hell is ba? Fair enough. I think you get a little, the more crosswords you do, the more used to you get to these like strange little syllables. Ba humbug. Have you ever heard that? It's not the most usual crossword fill, but that's why we solve together. Yeah, bah humbug, as Jessica and Cadell both say. Port near Nazareth. Unknown Stuntman was guessing Haiti, I think before I put the clue on. So it's probably not... Let's see. Yeah, Kate and AJ both say Haifa, which I think is definitely right. Haifa is a city in Israel, as is Nazareth. Warthog is here guessing Haifa, and user 255 shared the live. Thank you. If anyone else has friends or family who like crosswords, bring them over. Beef source, 4 down. Floss is guessing buffalo. Definitely fits. Buffalo. Do we call that beef? I'm kind of confused by this. I felt like beef was cow meat. Yeah, Izzy May pointing out A Christmas Carol with Ebenezer Scrooge, Charles Dickens' work. Ebenezer Scrooge says, bah humbug, and he's like the ultimate cynic. So that's kind of where that syllable comes from. Which one's brutal? Beef source? Because that's what I think is brutal. I'm wondering if I'm missing something, because I thought beef was just cow. Am I missing something? Well, Barbara thinks it's buffalo as well. And May says, but RBI, what is that? RBI is a statistic in baseball. It stands for runs batted in. It's basically points in baseball. RBIs. And Mindy says bison burger. Yeah, I would call it bison, not beef. Warthog says buffalo seems fine. AJ says buffalo are bovine. Okay, good enough. Unknown Stuntman says it's sure not pork. Okay, I trust you guys. Far from sturdy, but tough clue, right? Yeah, Jessica says technically it's bison. That's what I would have thought. Dad Not Dude and Lay and Golden Mom all say frail for far from sturdy. I like that. Ebster says it's a member of that family. Okay. It's bovine. Fair enough. Maximally stylish. Maximally stylish. What do we think here? What do we got? Do we pass? I'm not seeing any guesses. Mindy, nice work. Mindy says smartest. I like that. It's like you're looking smart today. Smart means, well dressed, well put together. It's maximally gives us this superlative ending of est. Nice. Briley, Beth and Dooley. Got some new names in chat. I'm loving it. Yeah, like that's the smartest outfit she has on. Beast of Burden. Beast of Burden. Briley says, I did the New York Times in 30 minutes today. That's fast, because today's a Sunday, so those are bigger crosswords. 30 minutes is a time to be proud of. Well done, Briley. Oh, I see. TikTok censors this word, so I'm getting all these cryptic answers. But yes, the word is ass. I'm going to say it because it's an animal, it's a donkey, it's a beast of burden. There, I said it. 23 across, exercise attire. Yeah, Scav giving me the emoji, the donkey emoji. Thank you, very helpful. Barbara McDowell on Facebook just writes ass because I guess it's not censored there. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, exercise attire. Kate and Lucky and Tina, nice guesses. Yeah, with only a few letters in place, too. Well done. Spacetime Warren says squat shoe. I've never heard of a squat shoe. And it does actually fit. But most people are saying sweatsuit. So let's go with the majority vote. Arkadium says we have more than 200 people in the live. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, sweatsuit. Young suitor. Young suitor. Hi, Jilly. Izzy May, thanks for sharing the live. And if anyone's watching and doesn't follow us, do consider following us because we do this every day. We're here every day at noon with a fresh crossword. And if you follow us, it helps us continue the show, but it also helps you remind you of when we're streaming. You don't want to have to look us up and find us again. Beth and Dooley, thanks for following us. Heat carp says swain, and Snicks and Cocoa, swain. That's a word I haven't thought about in a while, but I think it's right. It's kind of a quaint term for a young suitor. Oh, did Warthog get it? Leia's giving Warthog. Dad Not Dude? Everyone's giving Warthog the credit. Okay, scrolling back, Warthog was first, so well done to Warthog. Cadell, thanks for following us. And Sella says lots of suit and clothes clues. Yeah, Snicks and Cocoa says it's a Shakespearean term. Let's see. Where actually, are there a lot of suit and clothes clues? I think it's only sweatsuit, right? I guess smartest was the other one, maximally stylish. Okay, name on the cover of O Pioneers. Jeannie and Julia are getting to know each other. Love it. Dad Not Dude was quick with Willa. Is this Willa Cather? I think that sounds right. Looking good. We're cruising. We're really flying, actually. Mindy guesses Wyatt, which could have worked, but I think Willa Cather is right. O and something. 0 and something. Oh, Jeannie and Julie know each other. Oh, that's nice. Friends meeting up at Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I love it. Snicks and Cocoa confirms Willa Cather is correct. We're happy with that. Tward and God, Where Is My Ark? Sometimes these usernames say winless for 28 across. O and something. Winless. Ooh, not an easy clue or answer pair, but I think the idea is that if your record that season is 0 and 10, then that's 0 wins, 10 losses. So you're winless. Tough stuff. Ryan 80 got it. Nice work. And Efon sent a heart. Thanks for that. All right, where do we go? Let's finish up this section, then we'll go back up to the top middle. Choral group. Okay. It's only one letter left. This is not so tough. We can look at 37 as well. Lizzie E or Lizzie E and Lubu also both say altos. Yeah, nice. Very nice. What do we got here? 37. Oh, I'm going to butcher this. My French pronunciation is always so bad. Jamique. Mini got altos. Nice work. And someone asks, what's the question for 21 down? It's a beast of burden. It's an animal. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's a donkey. Yeah. Ile or something. Some pronunciation like that is island in French. So Jamaica is an island. Jamique is how you say Jamaica in French, presumably. And it's an island in French. We are back. French word for island, right? So Scav, yes, exactly. Hospitable interjection. Okay. Hospitable interjection. George, hi, cool guy. George calls me cool guy every day, and it makes me feel good every time. Tess and Ryan and Dad Not Dude all saying enter. Hospitable interjection. Enter. Come on. Why are you waiting at the threshold? That looks good. Let's do 43 across, and then we'll go up to 6 across. DEA agent. I've got a bunch of people hanging on YouTube. Ahmed and Augustino is back. Good to see you. Okay, Zeno and Larry and Heatcarp all say NARC. So DEA agent. Yeah, Drug Enforcement Administration, I guess. Sounds like a narc. Looks good. Zabadab likes it, so I like it. 6 across. Omidanas, this first time. Woohoo. I'm glad to have you here. And Munia, thanks for following us. Thank you so much. Spanish version of Ralph. Interesting. Dad Not Dude was quick on that, as was Warthog. Zeno and Tord and AJ not far behind. User255 says, Amidana, welcome to the party. I love that. Am I frozen? Uh-oh, Lay says I'm frozen. But Efon and Lucky and a bunch of other people are saying Raul is the Spanish version of Ralph. Interesting. Seems right. And what do we have here? Circle stat. Okay. Circle stat. Tord says had a neighbor with that name. You had a neighbor named Raul? Larry Locke and Warthog. And so many names that I can't even follow them. Genie, I'll say radius for circle stat. Yeah. That seems right. Radius of a circle. Kind of the only stat you need to define a circle. Garlicky sauce. Scav says, yay, geometry. Yeah, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but that is a sentiment I genuinely hold. Michelle Rogers shared the live. Thanks, Michelle. Grace says aioli for garlicky sauce. And that's got to be right. Aioli is basically just garlic mayo, right? User255 says, now I'm hungry. Yeah, tell me about it. You want some buffalo burgers? Let's see. Arkadium Game says, see, in Spain, we're obsessed with it. You're obsessed with aioli in Spain? Yeah, it's gotten pretty big here, too. Concession ender, 15 across. Concession ender. Let's see. I guess people are converging. People are converging here. Ryan and Tina and AJ all say air, spelled like this. Concessionaire. Wow. Not a word you see very often. I guess a concessionaire is someone who's like given permission to sell Cracker Jacks at a ballpark or something like that. Concessionaire. Scav says, fun fact, I spelled concession wrong and got 4th in the spelling bee. Oh, wow. Was this when you were a kid? I feel like everyone remembers the word they got out on in a spelling bee. You never forget how to spell it after that, I'll bet. Mess hall vessel looks like urn, and Jessica giving me the coffee emojis. Love it. What do we have at 18 across? I haven't a clue. I haven't a clue. Something none of you have said so far today, because you seem to know everything. Scav says no trophy for 4th. Ah. Well, you impress us here every day. Let's see. Oh, everyone's saying don't know, and for a second I was like, okay, if you don't know, that's fine. Well, you know, someone's gonna know, but you're answering it. I haven't a clue. Don't. Barbara on Facebook says, don't ask me. That fits nicely. Do not know. Grace likes don't ask me. Do not know. Okay, we have some disagreements, so maybe we check 9 down. When in doubt, check the crosses. I think we should. Okay, this actually works. This actually works. I think we should. Yeah, AJ says that's good. I agree. I think this is going to work out. Tess and Golden Mom and Amidana all say let's do it. I think we should. Let's follow Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. Let's. You know, just as an example sentence. Utmost height. 4 letters starting with an A. Utmost height. Height. It's a common crossword word, although I guess it can actually be 2 different words. Yeah, and I'm seeing that now in TikTok chat. There are 2 common crossword words for this, apex and acme. So we're going to need some crosses. They both mean peak. And Dad Not Dude or AJ, so one of you was asking for the title. Today's puzzle is called First Word Advice. Don't know what that means yet, but hopefully we will soon. Katatui, thanks for the gift. And Amidana, thanks for following us. Sella says Acme is a company, yes. Acme is definitely a fictional company in the Roadrunner cartoons. That's where Wile E. Coyote gets all his, you know, giant slingshots and other gear. Grace, thanks for following us. Visionary Project. Scheme. Wow. Visionary project. Sidian says Pinky and the Brain. Was Acme also in Pinky and the Brain? Scheme. Ah, okay. People are actually already cracking the theme. I was not even aware that we were getting somewhere with the theme. But, okay, I think I see some. Yeah, you guys are right. First word advice is the title of the puzzle. And we have one long across that says don't ask me, and one long here that says sweatsuit. But the first words are don't sweat, which does seem to start some common advice. Don't sweat. Scav is saying don't sweat the small stuff. It really could be. Maybe the other ones are going to start with the small and stuff. Tennis balls are great. Thanks for following us. Okay. Helen Stewart says Acme is also a real company. Yes, Acme, I know it's a chain of supermarkets. And it is going to be Acme with Scheme. That's looking right. That is looking good. Mythical Goldfinger. Mythical Goldfinger. Oh, it's a brick company. It's also in Carmen, San Diego. Oh, wow. Apparently a lot of people. My father, Cletus says my father used to work for Acme. Well, which Acme? It seems like there are a lot. Did your father make giant slingshots? Golden Mom and Cletus and Pass the Red Bull says Midas, yeah. As does Barbara on Facebook. King Midas is the mythical Goldfinger. Nice. Vinny Grand got it. Well done. Where a lap ends. Where a lap ends. Yeah, Cletus says the supermarket chain. That's my association with Real World Acme, but apparently it is a brick company as well. What do we got? Yeah, Neil is saying the Midas touch. Sella says it's a muffler company. How many different Acmes are there? How are they selling all these things? Lucinda is here, and Lucinda says knees. I kind of like this clue, because I was thinking where a lap ends. I was thinking laps in a pool or laps on a track, but your lap ends at your knees. It's good. Maverick, thanks for sharing the live. Okay. Neil confirms, yes, car repair. So Acme's a car repair company. I didn't know that. And Tina says, I just know the Acme company from Bugs Bunny. Yeah, exactly. It's my main association as well. M's keyboard neighbor. I'm looking at my keyboard now. Okay, got it. Clark and Daisy and A House are all saying comma. How many of you looked at your keyboard versus sussing that out on your own? Certain flame holder. Certain flame holder. I'm very curious if we actually already cracked the theme or not. It doesn't seem like a coincidence that we have don't sweat and we know we're looking for some kind of advice. Yeah, Snicks and Coco said, I looked at the keyboard on my phone. Oh, Midas is a car repair company? That's right. Okay, we're seeing company names where I don't even think they're intended anymore. Sidian says John Wick. Yeah, I think the idea is a candle wick on this one, certain flame holder. And ready for stamping. Okay, ready for stamping, and let's look at the cross as well. Versus in no time. I see. So this is going to mean a word that means in no time, but kind of a poetic version of it. Agostina Andy got Wick, as did Barbara on Facebook. And Barbara also got inked for ready for stamping. Yeah, that looks great. Scav says more Shakespeare. Izzy May got anon, as did Cadell and Lucky. Yeah, versus in no time. Anon means soon, basically. But you don't use it much in real life, but you use it in poetry, apparently. Great. Household chore. Arkadium says, great teamwork today. I know, I love it. Oh, that's a cool username. Tanjiro just followed us and had a really stylized username. That was something. Baby Girl and Tward and Tara Lizzie all saying household chore is washing. Yeah. Washing dishes, I guess. You can washing everything, as Tina says. That's exactly what I was just thinking. You really got to watch everything in a house. Strong affirmation. And Jessica giving me, is that sponges? I can't tell. Or is that a basin with soapy water? What is that, Jessica? I'm dying to know. Sometimes I can't even tell what these emojis are. Lucky's like the washing never ends. Amen to that. Strong affirmation. You said it. Amen. Laundry, Jessica points out. It's true. Seems like domestic life is just washing things. Street corner shout. Sella gave a sponge emoji. Okay, I recognize that one. What was Jessica's emoji? Was it sudsy water? Street corner shout. Clark and Cletus and AJ all like, taxi, taxi. That looks great. And we got the taxi emoji, of course. Machete cousin. Okay, I mean, 3 letters with an X in the middle. I would think a machete cousin is more like, yeah, Scav and Cletus and Grace all saying axe, which must be right. But a machete strikes me more as a sword than an axe. Ooh, axe emojis, those look good. I would think sword is more of a machete cousin. Voice of Daffy and Porky. Ah, more cartoon references. I know this person. Very famous voice actor. Voiced many of the classic cartoons. I think Bugs Bunny as well. Yeah, Mel Blanc. Warthog says, I thought it was a body spray. Yeah. Yeah. I used to wear Axe body spray when I was a teenage boy. Yeah. Collective Aeoli says, I can't find these emojis that fast. I'm always so impressed with how quickly people find the emojis. Insightful interjection. Yeah, Torrance says all teenage boys wore Axe. I know. I don't know what it was. It was just like a rite of passage. Insightful interjection. We got 2 guesses. Aha and ah. Ah, I see. So maybe we yeah, Arkadium says aha moment. I kind of like that one better. So let's put it in for now and we'll see if the cross checks out. What do we got at 38? Capital's place. Miniest Mini on YouTube says you can search for the emojis. Yeah, I assume that's how people find them so quickly, but even then, that's slower than just typing the answer, I would think. But I always appreciate them. Gina, Larry, Kendall, and Lucinda all say the Hill. Yeah, Capitol Hill. This is Washington, D.C. It's often just called the Hill. Lynn and Lee, thanks for following us. Thank you so much. Capital's place. Oh, and by the way, this actually might be a theme answer. Larry Kendall, thanks for following us. This might be a theme answer because remember, we have don't sweat the. We were looking for a the. Yeah, Grace Gorman is pointing this out. People on YouTube are saying that when you type on, people on TikTok are saying when you type an answer, it suggests emojis. So that maybe they don't actually have to open a separate menu and look for emojis. I didn't realize that. Yeah, Warthog is expecting small stuff, as is Lay. So maybe we should keep an eye out. I'm guessing 55 across and 60 across might start with small and stuff, respectively. Blank diary, Twain biblical tale. Amy Gal guesses Eden. Scav says no idea on that. Miniest Mini says Eve's. Like this. Possessive. Eve's diary. Everyone on TikTok likes Eden. I think I prefer Minnie's answer. I feel like I've heard of this. Eve's diary. I think it's a short story, and it's written as a diary entry from Eve. Ooh, and AJ, always looking out, says it has to end with an S. If 55 across is going to be small, 40 down had to end with an S. Some dude confirming we need the S for small. Lucinda, need the S for the theme. All right, we'll get there soon. School founded by Jefferson. This looks good. Lay on TikTok says, go miniest mini. I love the cross-platform. Kudos. Use kazoos. That's a fun clue to read. Use kazoos. Yeah, Grace Gorman and Jillian Scabb and Neil are all saying Tim after Tim, UVA, school founded by Jefferson, University of Virginia. That looks great. And then use kazoos is to hum. Fun. All right, we're making steady progress here. Pub garnish. Scav says uva is Spanish for grape. Huh. I don't think I remember that one. Pub garnish. Warthog and Tim after Tim and Cadell all like lime. Yeah, pub garnish. That seems right. You put a lime on a cocktail, lime wedge. Get my lime wedge emojis from Floss and Lucky. Mini's Mini says, thank you. It's very rare I get something right that TikTok doesn't know. Yeah, we needed you for that one. Blank several minds about it. Blank several minds about it. Yeah, Sally says I'm, which does seem right. I'm in. Tina says I'm of. Yeah, it's kind of divided, actually. I'm in versus I'm of. I think I'm of is more the phrase. I'm of several minds about it. I'm of two minds. But let's just put I'm in for now. Yeah, it means I'm torn, basically. Ooh, some dude says F for stuff. Oh, wow. Nice crosswording. That if this is going to be small stuff, this needs to be an F. Yeah, Warthog confirming that as well, and Grace. All right, maybe we should start checking these crosses. It's time. So 55 across, idle chatter, and we're thinking it starts with small for thematic purposes. It's actually looking good. Well done. We got the theme quickly today. Yesterday's was a wild theme that took us a while to wrap our heads around. But small talk is looking great. Allison, Mace, Katie, Kristen, Milkman, all saying small talk. Idle chatter. I love it. And is this going to be stuff? Dunk in basketball. Mini's Mini got small talk on YouTube. Nice work. Kathy Griggs got small talk. And Barbara's saying into. Which one's into? Okay, Sella says, yeah, Snicks and Coco, stuff something. What's the, Scav says, I don't know basketball. Who knows basketball? Someone come in. Grace, you know basketball? John Easterday? Stuff it in, says Jilly. I'm actually getting a lot of different guesses, so maybe a dunk in basketball. I could definitely see it being called stuff something, because you're sort of stuffing the ball into the net. Yeah, Snicks and Coco says we need some downs, I think. But stuff at least seems possible, right? It'd be really weird if this wasn't stuff suddenly. Dues at 44 down. Sella gives a basketball and a little waste paper basket. Nice. Stuff it in matches the tense of the clue. Dunk in basketball. Yeah, stuff it in. That's true. Dunk. Well, dunk could be a verb or a noun, actually. Augustina Andy on YouTube guesses stuff shot. All right. Dues, club fee. Everyone seems to like. Not an easy clue. Dues, club fee. Yeah, all right. Finally. Finally. What do we think? It's fees? Are we not happy with this? I can't tell. Big scrolling guy says, in sum. That's nice. That works well. Lucinda likes it too. in some. And then a couple people telling me to scroll down. I don't understand. I'm looking at the crossword. Can you not? Are you guys having trouble seeing it? Unkind words. Oh, we have 2 unkind words. What? We opened with unkind words, were barbs, and at first we had slurs and it didn't work, and now apparently we're rounding back. This actually works. Sally says no, people are silly. Okay, I'll trust you, Sally. Yes, slam dunk, people want to say. Suddenly it feels like we've hit a bit of choppy water here. Stylish. We also had kind of a stylish clue up here. Maximally stylish and just stylish. This isn't going to be maximally. Amy Gallen, Grace Gorman, and Allison Mace all saying natty. Scab says it's a Brit thing. Yeah, I've heard natty. Not a word I use. Do you guys use natty? Stylish, natty. Clark says stuffed it. Dunk. Stuffed it doesn't work with the tense of the clue, though. We'll do 58 down very soon, and hopefully it'll make sense. Lucky says never used that word in my life. Cadell says nobody uses natty. Efon says stuff shot. Infinitive form of suis. Okay. Yeah, looking like être. My French pronunciation really leaves something to be desired, but this is to be, I believe, in French. 11 Wall Street institution. Okay. I know this one. Yeah, test confirming. French to be. Warthog says not so bad. Hopefully you mean my pronunciation. Yeah, Baby Girl and Lucky and Sella all saying, and Rand saying NYSE, New York Stock Exchange, is the 11 Wall Street institution. That definitely looks right. Barbara on Facebook also had that one. Strindberg Contemporary. All right, we're finally crawling our way out of this tough section. Somehow this corner gave us a little trouble. But we're back on track. Barrett and Neil are saying Ibsen. Ooh, and someone is predicting 57 across. 7 times Stallone roll. It does look like Balboa. Yeah, Jeffrey, nice work. Balboa. 7 times Stallone roll. Okay, finally, let's look at 58 down. Hopefully it'll help with 60 across. Pharaoh's sacred symbols. Pharaoh's sacred symbols. Scav says, geez, he did 7 movies? Yeah, actually, I should have paused on that, because that surprises me, too. I didn't realize there were 7 Rocky movies with Stallone in them. That's a lot. Ooh, actually getting conflicting answers for 58 down. Paula Holt thinks it's asps, which are Egyptian snakes. And other people think Ankh, which is, I know, an Egyptian symbol. I think it's a type of cross. The problem is Ankh doesn't seem plural, and the clue is definitely plural. So maybe it is asps. Yeah, Sella says plural works better. Tess says, yeah, everyone's saying plural. Ankh is not plural, says Jeffrey. So let's go with asps. We'll check the P. Homogeneous. Homogeneous. Yeah, Tward is saying, so stuff shot. Maybe it is stuff shot. Can we make this work? Dunk in basketball. Apparently nobody says this, because nobody is coming in saying, I know basketball. We call dunks stuff shots all the time. Tim After Tim says, are we sure Ankh isn't like deer? Like plural without an S? No, I'm not sure, is the answer. I'm not sure. Homogeneous, and what was 61 down? Humble house. Okay. This is actually making sense, though. Feeling good. Babino says hut. And Vinigran. Hut, I like it. And that gives Warthog and Michelle. Augustino Andy says, I do. Do you mean I do know basketball? Andy, is stuff shot a term you use? Homogeneous. Will says pure. Yeah. If it's like pure water, it's unadulterated, it's homogeneous. It's all H2O. Cool. All right, we're cruising. We're back. We're back on track. Adieu. Adieu. What do we think? And by the way, let's just take a moment to appreciate the theme. We were told that we were getting some first word advice, and the advice is hiding in the first words of our theme answers. Don't sweat the small stuff. Good advice for a Sunday afternoon. Don't sweat the small stuff. I could take this to heart a little bit more. I think I know the phrase more as don't sweat the petty things. Sella says never let them see you sweat. Is that really the trick? You could sweat it just as long as you hide it. Don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things. Adieu. Yeah, Neil is saying stir. A stir. Language related to Hawaiian. Lucinda says anything to avoid sweat this week. Yeah, that's a good point. It is awfully steamy in the New York area. Toward says Maori is the down. That's looking good. James NC got it as well. Language related to Hawaiian is Maori. One of a dolly foursome. Yeah, Arkadium says we have so many new faces today. I've noticed that in chat. It's really heartening to see. And if you're new here, do consider following us because we do this every day. We'll be back here tomorrow at noon with a new puzzle, and you don't want to miss it. If you follow us, it's a great way to keep in touch with what we're doing over here. Okay. Yeah, Lizzie Borden says caster. Yeah, user 255 says New Zealand, right? Yeah, the Maori are people indigenous to New Zealand. And so I didn't know that their language was related to Hawaiian, but I guess it's believable. User 24, thanks for following us. And Neil is saying that casters are those wheels on the dolly. Exactly, yeah, casters are those, I think they're the wheels that kind of turn 360 and roll. And so if you have a dolly, there will be 4 of them on there. Looking good. Looking good, we're getting there. Meat garnish. Tina says free spinners. Yeah, Neil says they're on shopping carts too, exactly. Warthog and Dad Not Dude say aspic. This is like that meat gelatin, right? Meat gelatin? Does anyone like this stuff? It's kind of disgusting. Disgusting looking, at least. What do we got? Sight from Turin. Yeah, Andy and Minnie also got aspic. Buffalo Jello, says Warthog. Yeah, getting some strange meats in today's grid. Gypsy's just giving me puke emojis. That's kind of how I feel. Efon says it's good in pies. Lucinda says doesn't sound good. I agree with Lucinda on that one. Sorry to yuck anyone's yum. Cadell and Snicks and Coco say Alp, and Jessica giving me the mountain emojis. Yeah, you can see the Alps from Turin, I guess. And AJ's guessing 41 down. Sticky candy. Except there's a little hyphen. Nice. I think you got it. Lollipop. It's kind of a cute clue. Sticky because it has a stick. Looking good. Looking real good. Measure of heat. 50 across. Measure of heat. We are cruising. Only a couple sections left, and we'll see if we earned this confetti. Will says calorie. Seedless Grape says it has to be Celsius. But calories, let's not forget, are actually a unit of heat. I think it's like the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of a liter of water by 1 degree. Is that right? Oh, Seedless Grape says it's not a unit of heat, it's a unit of energy. Uh-oh. Here comes the fight. Ruble fraction. Ruble fraction. Will says heat is energy. AJ says normal unit in physical chemistry. Okay. Ruble fraction. So ruble is the currency in Russia. So I'm guessing this is like a cent in Russia. What do we think? No one seems to know it, actually. Seems to be a stumper. Augustino Andy on YouTube says Kopek, which I feel like I've seen before. And Efon also wrote Kopek with a slightly different spelling, but I think this is looking good. It's like a cent in Russia. Floss says pretty sure it's Kopek. All right, good. We're back. We're back on track. Grease trap stuff. C17 says, I'm late. What was the theme? The theme was life advice, hiding in the first words of our theme entries. Don't ask me, sweatsuit. We've got don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's just for you, C17. Let it go. Let it roll off, whatever it is. Grease trap, it's looking like gunk. Yeah, K-Seek and Honeysuckles and Lizzie Borden saying gunk. Miniest Mini likes that as well. Jilly says, I read that book. What book? Oh, and Scav and Tward have traumatic memories of cleaning grease traps at McDonald's. Oof. There's a lot of grease to clean there, too. Gunk. Don't sweat the small stuff. All right, salad dressing restriction. Interesting. Lucky and Grace and Matthew all say. Warthog says at Friendly's he cleaned the grease traps. No oil. Salad dressing restriction. Interesting. What do we have here? 42. Oh, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff was a book in the 90s. Ah, okay. Was it like a novel? Or was it it sounds kind of self-help? Londoners Laugh. Everyone knows this one. TikTok chat just ballooned with Lou. Kits and KK? Oops, not OOO. Lou, yeah, that looks good. Jessica giving me the toilet emojis. Oh, Snicks and Coco says it was short advice bits. Oh, Jilly says self-help, it didn't work. Yeah, Miss Rhonda, it's an advice book, self-help quotations, I see. It means beyond. Ultra, Lucinda and AJ and JSB got that one, nice work. And then in first, A Kits and Amy Gal saying on top. All right, and just like that, we are in our last section of the crossword. Rather inappropriate. Rather inappropriate. What is this? Not something, I guess? Interesting. Lucky says not cute. I like that answer, but I think most people are saying not cool, which just seems more likely as the answer. Danny Busam, welcome, says not cool. Yeah, Lizzie Borden says not cool, man, not cool. That's exactly how I'm reading it, too. It's not cool, man. It's rather inappropriate. Barbara McDowell on Facebook also got that. Nice. Not cool, bro. Versus. Lucky says cool works better, but cute is cuter. I fully agree. Couldn't have said it better myself. Versus. You guys are good. You guys are always good. Poems. Danny and Tina and Vinny all getting poems. 70-pound bird. Wow, 70 pounds. I didn't realize they were this big. That's a lot. Floss says, gotta go. Enjoy the last corner. Hope to see you again soon, Floss. Enjoy the rest of your day. Emu. Yeah, 70 pounds. Wow, Plastic Robots got that one. Base Enforcers. And what's this last one? Restraining Order. Restraining Order. What do we think? Yeah, people also guessing at the crosses. Some dude and Rand saying MPs. Base Enforcers. Military Police? All right, we are super close. Honeysuckle likes that. And what's this? Oh, Warthog says shush. Shh. Restraining Order. It's actually a really nice clue. It's like an order for someone to restrain themselves. All right, let's check the crosses. Extra effort is oomph. And does this make sense with an H? Expensively luxurious is plush. All right, I think this is going to work. Should I put the drum roll in? I mean, should I put the last letter in? I saw Sella give me a drum roll, and Izzy May is giving me the drum roll, as is Tess. While I have you hostage waiting for confetti, if you're not following us, do consider following us, because we do this every day. We'll be back at noon tomorrow, and noon the next day, and noon the next day. And if you follow us, it's a great way to keep in touch. I'm going to put an H in and see where it goes. Nice. Well done. Snicks and Coco, thanks for following us. Lizzie Borden, thanks for following us. This was great fun. Check out Arkadium.com in the meantime as well. They put out tons of great crosswords like this one every single day, and they have lots of other games as well. You cannot be bored at Arkadium.com. So check it out. Join us again tomorrow. This was very fun, and please remember, everybody, don't sweat the small stuff. It's eternal advice. Cadell says, I'll be back. That is what I like to hear. Grace Gorman says, this was loads of fun. Well done, all. Mama Pup followed us. You guys are the best. All right, I'm signing off.